It is a no doubt that the UK is in high demand of workers. People are trooping into the country for work, both skilled and unskilled workers. Yes, but do not assume that for this shortage of labor here in the UK that visas are not still being refused or denied to people who applied for it. There are still chances a lot of people are getting denied of visas. Even the student visas, which is just the simplest route to get into any Western country, students still get their visas refused. So in this video today, we shall be talking about some of these reasons that your visa might be refused. Yes, so please stay tuned. If this is your first time on this channel, you are most welcome. My name is Chinyere Ojike and I am a mom vlogger here in the UK. So please, let's talk about some of these factors that might lead to one's visa being refused, especially coming to UK or going to any of this or traveling to any of these Western countries, Australia, Canada, US. There are certain reasons your visas might be denied, and this is why we are here today. So disclaimer, I am not an immigration officer, but whatever information I'll be sharing out here is based on my personal experiences and also research. Yes, so let's get into this video. One of these many reasons is poor finances or inadequate funding. Before ever you go for your interview, for visa application, ensure that you have a proper account of the money in your account. And basically, you are expected to start building up your account in about 6 months' time before ever going for your visa interview. Do not just dump in money. Probably you'll be going for your visa interview in the next 2 weeks and you borrowed huge amount of money, you dump it in that account. These people are not dumb. Definitely they would understand or they would find out what has happened. So build up your accounts, as in you put in money, you take out money, you spend money, you put in money in the same account for a period of 6 months interval. So basically, bear in mind that before ever going for this visa interview, that huge amount of money required of you should have been in your account for a period of 28 days. Yes, we did the same before ever we arrived this country, despite we came in as skilled worker or we came in with our skilled workers visa. We ensure that even as a student, you're coming in for visit, you're coming in here for work, ensure that you already have this amount of money saved up in your account and make sure that it is coming particularly from a single account. Because I recall the very first time my husband was going to visit me here in the UK, then I was in school, he was refused of visa despite his status, despite his work and all them stuff, but he got denied. You know what? Because of the incoherency in his account statement. Because he marked different accounts, his main employment account, his locum account, this and that account, all the payments, about 3 or 4 accounts were put together. So that doesn't really show that you have a specific employment, that is well defined. So ensure that you put all these things together, probably have it in 1 or 2 accounts. Basically, one account would be a perfect one for you. And do not tamper with this money. Ensure that this money for a period of 28 days, you did not tamper with it. I recall coming in here as a student, I had my money in my account over 28 days, and remember, this is the balance of my tuition fee. This is what you're expected to have in your account. The money for the living expenses, probably hostel, your feeding, blah, blah, blah. So I already had this money. And I've already gone for my interview. After going for my interview, I think about 1 week after, I had to go withdraw about $5,000 out of that account. And my brother was like, why did you do that? You should have waited for your visa to be out before ever you tampered with that account. Do you know, lo and behold, I ran to the chapel. I was praying and crying. And you know what? Soon after I left that chapel, I got an SMS that I should come for my visa collection. And I went and got the visa. But I'm advising you, even after going for your interview, do not touch the money until you're sure that your visa is out before ever you can tamper with that account. I beg of you. Number 2, letter of explanation. Assuming you are coming in here to study, you need a detailed letter of explanation. They call it personal statement, explaining a little bit about the program you are coming in here to study, why you would like to take up a course in that field, especially you're coming in here for master's, PhD. Even if you are coming in here for work, you need a personal statement, letter of explanation. Why do you want that job in that particular field? Why are you interested in working in this very country? You're coming in here for holiday, you need the same personal statement, where and where you would like to visit or you would be visiting on arrival, the places of tourism if you're coming in as a tourist. So you need a detailed letter of explanation as to your reasons for coming in here. This would enable them to understand that yes, you have a purpose, you have a reason. Because if you don't have a definite reason, they cannot give you a visa. Yes. So number 3 is what? Inadequate documentation of supporting documents. Yes, you are coming in here for work, you need a letter of COS, of course. What is a letter of COS? COS means that is a letter given to you by your employer showing that you've been employed. It's called a sponsorship letter, letter of sponsorship. So you need that very letter as an evidence to show that you've already gotten a job here and your employer is providing you sponsorship letter. This is number 1 letter you would present while going for your visa application as someone coming into UK for a skilled work. And if you're coming in here as a student, you need CAS letter. A CAS stands for a confirmation of acceptance for study. So the UK immigration requires your university to offer you this very letter. Yes, it is a letter or a number showing that you have been given admission, which is the number that you should be using to go for your visa application. So you need this to support your documents, yes, when applying for student visa in this country. So you make proper documentation. You're coming in here for tourism. You need to show that you have booked a hotel, your hotel booking, your tickets and all that stuff, the location where you are going. You need to ensure that you have the details of all these documents. CAS letter if you're coming in, CAS if you're coming in as a student, COS if you're coming in as a skilled worker, and then if you're coming in as a tourism, you need a hotel booking to show that yes, you know the places you are going and there's a place you're going to be laying your head on arrival. Else, your visa will be denied. Next, family ties or property ties. They are important, yes. Especially for a single person, if you're coming in for tourism, they need to understand that you are not coming in here to disappear or to run away, to vamoose. They want to ensure that at the end of your tourism here in the UK, you are definitely going back to your country. You are returning to your family. You have property to return to, so they need this, your proof of ties. Maybe you've got a wife, you've got children, you've got your parents, your mom, your sibs. These are some evidences you have to show that you have relatives, your close relatives. These are ties. Or you have landed properties, car is an asset, so that's not enough. Someone can easily sell their car. You need landed property, housing, to show that you have these strong ties that would make you return to your country. These are another thing that they check when giving out visas to people coming in for tourism in particular. Even when we came in as a family, we also provided some kind of ties, proof of ties to show that there's something that could even take us back to our home country. Yeah. So fraudulent document is another thing that could, lead to visa refusal. If you forge your document, fake documents. I don't know, in Nigeria somewhere, I don't know how some people do these things in some of these countries back home. The fake documents, they can give you fake statement of account and all what have you. These people, they are trained, they are professionals in their work, they are intelligent. Sometimes they can find out. And remember, once they find out that your documents are forged or faked, you stand the chances of being banned from entering the UK for 10 long years. Yes. And remember, these countries, these Western worlds, they have ties. Once the UK ban you from coming in here for 10 years, other countries would follow suit because the world is a global village and computerized. Wherever your details are imputed, definitely it will reflect in every other country's system, especially the westernized world. So be careful when providing your documents. Ensure that they are originals and there is nothing like forgery or fake in your documents. This, if any exist, this could definitely lead to your visa being refused or denied, whichever term you use for it. Yeah, going for a visa interview, lack of confidence could also be another reason why your visa should be or could be denied. Yes, because you have to be confident while responding to their questions. This is why before ever going for the interview, you have to at least have a little knowledge or a little background knowledge of where you are going. You are coming to Manchester for tourism, for instance. Know one or two places: Manchester Arena, Oldham, Old Trafford, where you would be visiting. Just tell them. They ask you where and where would you be visiting when you arrive Manchester or the UK? You'd be like, well, I'm not sure. When I arrive there first, you are not serious. You don't just sound serious to them. And secondly, do not respond to the questions you do not understand. If you didn't hear them very well, ask them to repeat. Please, can you say that again? Can you repeat yourself, please? It is allowed. No one is going to flog you. So be confident while responding to their questions. You're coming in to study medicine, name any course you're coming in here to study. Know a tiny fraction about it. Why did you choose this course among numerous other courses? Say 2 or 3 lines about that particular course. I want to study this because of blah, 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 blah. This is what they want to hear, not you stammering, So you don't have reason for coming here, for coming into the UK. This is another reason your visa might be denied. Yes, a full-blown adult not knowing the reason for making a choice of this particular career or course of study, not knowing the reason for coming in here to work. You are not a grown adult. Sorry to say that. I would deny you of that visa if I was to be in that position. Apologies, please. Stay is another factor. That's breaches in immigration history. When you have a breach in your immigration history, it could lead to you, being catapulted to your country. When you have overstayed in a country. I remember when I finished my program here in 2013, I had my visa valid until October ended 31st, but I left on October 26th because I didn't want to overstay for any reason, because overstaying could cause a ban or could even cause you to be detained, and whenever you apply for visa to come to a particular country, they would definitely deny you of entry because they are not sure that you are going to leave at the expiration of your visa, because you have done that in a different country. Why would they accept you? So ensure that you've not had this bad history of overstaying in a particular country. This country, they frown about that. Yes. So this might be or might lead to one's visa being denied when you apply to get into any country in the Western world. Next one is, police reports or poor clearance could also be another reason your visa might be denied, especially when you have poor clearance from the police, because sometimes, most often, before ever going to any country, they would require you to do a police check. Because when I was coming in here from Saudi Arabia, I got 2 police clearance, one from my home country, Nigeria, because I had left Nigeria in the last 3 years, not up to 5 years. So I did police clearance check to ensure that I have no criminal record back home in Nigeria. I never thief anybody money. Then I got one from the country of Saudi Arabia, where I also spent 3 years. Yes, I used the 2 to go for my visa application alongside other documents that we put together, so they need this. Ensure that you have a clean record. This is the reason you must keep a clean slate at all times, because the sins you commit today might find you tomorrow. Your crimes you commit today might find you tomorrow. Yes, you don't know if you'll be leaving your country today or tomorrow. What I mean today or tomorrow, this year or next year or in 3 years' time. So always have a clean slate. This will enable you to cross over at all time, anytime you want to travel. All right, I hope you find this video interesting, and please share my video to your loved ones, to friends who are planning to move overseas. I think this would help them, because it hurts when you spend money, you apply for visa and you get denied. I've never been denied, but I've seen people who got denied. It's not a good story to tell. Yes, thank you once again for clicking to watch. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and keep coming for more. Bye for now. Have a beautiful day.